People, yesterday I gave you guys some sad news about 26-year-old Tyra Spaulding, a former Miss Jamaica Universe pageant contestant who tragically passed away on September 24, 2025. It is said that she was found hanging from her bed frame with a pink curtain around her neck at her home in Kingston. Hard boy, people, I want to tell you say no. The truth is, I never know nothing about this girl until yesterday. Trust me. And there's a lot of videos where she do. And people, every video or most of the videos them is saying what she did. But it's like nobody never share them videos there. Nobody never make them go viral or nothing at all. You see, in one video, she even say, yo, maybe people not gonna take her serious because nobody know her. I said, Jano, Miss Jamaica Universe pageant contestant and nobody know her. This sad people. Trust me. Listen to this.
Hey, may I tell you, say, may I scroll up on my For You page and may I watch the video them where the girl, the 26-year-old former Miss Jamaica contestant did a cry out for help. May I tell you, say, the girl I met the video them and I cry out for help. But you know, when me I say, why after the girl pass off social media if you see the video them? Our people did I see them and just never did I take her serious or something. Bro, may I tell you say in Jamaica we don't take mental health serious, brother. A lot of people out here, both male and female, I go through a lot of them can't turn to nobody and talk to nobody because people are gonna laugh at them and take mental health for a joke. This girl was literally crying out for help in the whole of her video them. In one of her video them, she stated, say, oh, one day for after my pass, people are going to see this and say this girl did cry out for help and And at the same thing that happened now. The girl did go through so much till the girl that said she tried OnlyFans as her last resort. I'm going to tell you this, bro. I have to put this in another video, as shake up as this might sound, enough people where you see I go through some things, our people have them on in them life, I tell you that, because I don't feel like the spiritual world really no killer. That's why you have to stay prayed up, brother. And sometimes you alone and pray them done weekly already, you need help, charge you. I tell you that, bro. Because if you don't see it, come like Obia, one of the national thing in Jamaica, and I just have to be honest, brother, because people, it's real, brother. Enough of we see I go through some things, brother, no matter what we try, it now come to perfection, that people have them on in our life, brother. Because I can tell you, so that girl reach her last resort, she reach her breaking point. That's why she end up do what she do. Because I'm telling you, females are some of the strongest human beings, them. And that me I tell you, and for you see she go to that extent that she go through a lot, brother. I'm not tell you, say, yo, it can't be other things, but I'm just saying, bro, check for your friend them, check for your family member them, check for the people them around you, because sometimes we are go through a lot and nobody don't notice, and people still fight against your war against you and bring you down, dog, not knowing, say you're there on the last string and hold on to life. You know how much people out here are them kids make them not analyze themselves, and me can go on and on and on, bro. This is a sad nation we live in when you take mental health serious, brother. Me I wonder when we are going to take mental health serious, brother, because this thing is really, really, really serious, charge it. Bro, check on the people when you say you love, because I better say our family and our friends them are going to come out now and say, yeah, them did, if she did come to them, what they would have done and what would have happened. But she was there and none of them never checked on her. And probably the relationship owner and her have make sure could it even come to Bro, at time for change your wicked ways, dog, and start live better amongst the people around me, brother. You hear that? Because you can't live amongst somebody and them go through something you don't know, brother. You're supposed to can read the people around, when them happy, when them sad, when time things are bad them. Bro, we live in a sad society, brother, where we only look on the negative thing, them and not the positive thing.
People, them always say when a person make up their mind for the way they want to do, nobody can stop them. But it all depends upon the environment. You hear me I tell you? You know, so one lady called me yesterday and she tell me, say, she was about to do the same thing where this girl did. And she say, is her son stop her? Because her son see what she was going through and him keep a close eye on her. And when she about to make the move, him save her while she there today. So sometimes when I hear some people make some talk or I see them do some things, as families, friends, close families, close friends, we have to keep an eye on them, keep a close watch. Me I tell you, make sure you check up on them regularly. Make them feel like them alone now, them special now. Because trust me, people, when they go through depression, is not a normal thing. This video on your screen was done 6 days before she was found in her room. Listen.
Hi guys. So, I have come to the conclusion that God doesn't exist here on earth in the way we think he exists. I think this world is way too evil, way too wicked. Honesty has no place here. Truth has no place here. Morals have no place here. I think this world is truly evil and evil only. It was set up by evil men, wicked people, corrupt people. And honestly, I think the separation between God and man is that God, this is my theory, God cast us down here to earth to live, to see that we really don't have things figured out as much as we think we do. I think only two places exist, two realms, which is with God and without God. So I think without God is here on earth, like what we can see, you know, the universe itself that is unfolded right before our eyes, like what we see. And with God is what we can't see, and it's not here on earth. It's in another place. It's in a place perhaps far away that we can't see, we can't hear, we can't touch. I think the world is being run the way it is because man meaning men and women, like the man that's in the Bible. It says God created man. I think we know what we're doing, but we really don't. I don't think we know what we're doing at all. And ever since I went into the church, I have been trying to find purpose, and I've been trying to find the reason why I'm here, and I've come to the conclusion that life is pointless. There's no purpose. We have just been indoctrinated to breed like animals, to have children. The government, the rulers of the world, those are the people who set life up this way. That's why life is so difficult. It's so hard, because it was only set up and designed for a few people to be on top and stay on top, and for most of us to suffer. No matter how much I look on this world, I don't see any good. I don't see any mercy. I don't see any salvation. It's all just one big hoax. It's just an illusion. And the nice people, the people that you think are nice and good and kind, they're really not. They're probably pretending, you know. Yeah, I have come to the conclusion that God does not exist in this world the way we think he does with Jesus, and something is not right. Something is not right. I think the story of Jesus might have just been made up to give the poor people hope, something to hope for, something to believe in. Because when you sit and you really look at poor people's lives, they have no hope in this world. They're born poor, and they're more than likely 100% they're going to die poor. 100%. Like 100%. Unless you sell your soul and you do certain things. You sell your soul, and somehow by some stretch of luck, you know, you make it out. There is no making it out, guys, and having your morals intact. It doesn't exist. Everything is transactional. If you see somebody go from poor to rich, there is something or someone more than likely behind them. on their team, on their side, they have a wild card in their pocket. There is no making it out. And that is a very, very harsh and hard reality to accept. That's why I think the story of Jesus and, you know, religion and all them things were created to give people something to do, something to pay attention to, something to hope for, something to believe in. And I'm saying this now because, well, honestly guys, we don't get to choose how we are brought into this world, but we can choose how we leave, how we exit. We do get to choose our death date. It's just that a lot of people, they're not going to choose that option because for some reason they feel entitled to be here just because they're alive and just because they exist. They feel like they should have everything that this world has to offer. Why do people feel this way? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here with nothing, literally, with absolutely nothing, naked as they came here, and some way, somehow you believe that everything, all the comforts and the luxuries of this life should belong to you. Because what? And then, guys, this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think we should be reproducing as much as we actually are reproducing. I think, well, actually, I don't know why it is that we reproduce so much. Perhaps because it's in the Bible that says we should get married to each other, but see, this is again why I'm starting to question the Bible. Like, how can marriage and children be what we're supposed to do? Like, unless you have a plan for that child's life from start to finish, it doesn't make sense for you to bring them here. I don't get it. It's like you bring them here and then believe that some invisible power, something that you have probably never heard from in your entire life, and is only your subconscious. It's only your subconscious that has been whispering things to you in your mind, and you believe it and say, oh, the Lord said to me. You believe that some invisible wind hovering over the water is somehow going to give that child a purpose and to give that child a good life? How? Like, this doesn't make sense to me. Why don't you guys question these type of things? Don't you see that we're just all born to be workers? If you're born into a family that does not have it, that child is going to become a part of the system, and it's going to be next to impossible to get out. We're just breeding workers for the system. Open your eyes. Don't you see that? For the men out there, the concept of marriage and children, and the man should be the head of the household and he should provide and protect and blah blah blah. Don't you see that concept is not even bulletproof? Like, look at Charlie Kirk. That man just died. But look what's happening. Look what's going to happen to his wife and his children. They're gonna have to work, because how else are they going to support themselves? Like, unless you have family. If you have family, well then congratulations. But if you don't, she's just gonna have to work, and those children are gonna grow up and they're going to be like, oh, I have to work too. It doesn't make sense. See, oh, you go around talking about, oh, I'm the provider, I'm the protector. One bullet and you're gone. And your whole philosophy about providing and protecting. You can't provide and protect if you're dead. Like, and whatever you leave back, it's going to run out, because you're the only one that can carry on your legacy. That's how I see it. Yeah, like, even the rich people, when they reproduce, not even that I fully understand, because they bring children here. Who is to say that the child is going to want to work at your company and carry on your legacy? It's selfish. I think reproduction is very, very selfish. It's very selfish. It's inconsiderate of the child. That's just how I feel, guys. That is how I genuinely feel. And the whole king concept, you know, you have some men out there, they make money and they want to have as many children as possible. And they're going to grow up to be what? They're going to start their own business, go into different trades, professions. I mean, yeah, but then what's the end goal? Like, just to make money? To be happy? Like, what is the point? I don't understand. Don't you see that this doesn't make any sense? They're going to have a bunch of children, and then they're going to grow up, and they're going to be forced to have to go out there in the world to deal with God knows what, to deal with all manner of evil that is in this world, because this place is truly evil and truly wicked. Like, don't you think about these things before you have children? Or do you have children as a retirement plan? Is that the reason why people have kids? I don't know. I think the concept of having children is just misconstrued. Because you have as many children as you want, and then what? What about the child? Like, you telling me that child is going to grow up and just never question anything, never question the reason why they're here, their purpose, like why they do the things they do, what kind of valuable contribution are they making to society? We just go on autopilot and go with what is before us, like, oh boy. And then you have another concept of these men, that their daughter should have an easy life and their son should have a hard life. But what's gonna happen if, for perfect example, what's gonna happen if the daughter loses her husband by a bullet in the neck? Then what? She's just gonna have to remarry? And then I think, bro, you men don't have to deal with these sexual appetites of these men, so you don't understand how difficult it is sometimes being in these relationships, handing your daughter off to a man you don't even know. Not a man that you don't even know, but a man that you, well, that you probably don't even know, like, fully. You know, he can present himself as a nice, eligible bachelor, but no one is purely good, guys. Absolutely no one. And over time, that's when you see people's real, true colors start to show. That's why nothing is lasting these days, because people are just like, they're over it. They're over everything. They are over everything. Anyway, what else do I want to say? Yeah, guys, just live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't let anybody really, don't let anybody tell you what to do. Do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, none of this really means anything. It's all pointless. You know, if you don't die now, or if you don't die young, you're gonna die old, guys. We're just born to die. We're born to die. Perhaps that's what the Bible meant when it says man had knowledge, and with that came sin. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Well, no, it's incomplete. Man had knowledge, and with that came sin, and with sin came death. So if we are all born to die, it must mean that the concept of being born, like constantly producing humans more and more and more and more, it must mean that that is the concept of sin, concept of death, no? Think about it. Think about it. What else could it mean? Because as far as I see, the minute we're born, we're subject to death. That's the only thing I see. That's why babies die. Bro, people die from in the womb. And not like abortion. I mean, like stillbirth, like complications during pregnancy, you just die. The minute that life is formed in that womb, before it even comes out into this world, it is subject to death. That is the only guarantee a life has. A human life. Yeah. And also what I want to say is, yeah, none of this world, it makes sense. Because you telling me that it's only some people who go to a building enclosed in 4 walls, a ceiling, those are the only people that are going to make it into heaven? What? Does that make sense to you? Let's look at the Christians specifically. You telling me that if I don't go into some water, be submerged, read a book, say some words, go to meetings, you telling me if I don't do all of that, I'm not going to make it into heaven because who says so? Because you said so? That makes sense? That don't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. So then we can question and say, perhaps it's a control thing. Yeah, because who are the people at the top right now? If I were to guess or say who I think are on top, it would be the leaders of the world, which is one. So the politicians. And number 2 would be the religions of the world. No? Yeah. So, number 1, you have the politicians, and number 2, you have the religious people. That's where education was born. From religion. So is it all a plot to keep the poor people poor? But now, the poor people have banded together. They have banded together. Right now, organized crime is stronger than anything you could ever imagine. The poor people are banding together. Or at least that's what's happening in my country. That's what's happening in my country. I don't know about what's happening anywhere else, but yeah. Yeah, and I mean, how did the poor people survive during COVID? I don't know. I really don't know. Stay home. Stay home and do what? Stay home and how do you eat?
People, I'm gonna say this, Now is not the time to judge. It is the time to pray. Because I see some people are judge her some different type of way. And watch her now. You judge she and somebody in a your corner I go through the same thing. Can you imagine? So it is not time to judge anybody. It is time to pray. You hear me I tell you? Seek a friend before you need a friend. And people, anything you go through, not afraid to talk to people about it. If I'm your enemy, but make sure you talk to God about it. You hear me I tell people? Pray for life about it, because life stressing and depressing. But you have to just stay firm. Because remember, no matter what go on, when you have life, you have everything. But this girl was going through a lot, and it seems as if the only thing she'd have to talk to is her phone. because the amount of video where she do. Yo, Jano people, may I tell you, it is so sad for no say. I saw this lady, life gone, just like that. May her soul rest in peace. Some people say we don't have to say that, but right now me have to say it. May her soul rest in peace. You see a man I go through, you don't know what he or she is going through. So watch your people, don't judge, better you pray. Big up on yourself, I'm out.